In this video, we're going to go over the trades for the week and a weekly recap. Before we get into the weekly recap, I want to say that I did finish the week with 17 wins and 8 losses, which is a win rate of 68%. It was a pretty rough week of trading. I know 68% for some seems like it's high, seems like a good win rate, but in my eyes it's not. I like to get 80% or more, and I did not get that this week. This week was just traps after traps and chop. It was just a very difficult week to trade, and we'll get into that when we get into it. But if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video, and you can also find it in the bio section of social media. So you can go on Twitter and you can find my daily timestamps and stuff like that for the calls. So we'll just jump right in this and look at the mess that I made. So. And the mistakes I made. So with that said, I did take a an over the weekend Gabber call on SPY. Now, as you can see, this one kind of was a very annoying trade because I grabbed 395 calls at Friday end of the day, and as you can see, it gapped up huge to the 395.76 on Monday. Then it just sold off for before options opened, and by the time options opened, it was already below 394. And even though it opened higher, that it just because I got the day of expiration on Monday, or actually I should say on Tuesday, that they just ate the overnight gap and just it ended up opening in red. So yeah, I mean, as soon as I got them at 48 cents on Friday, and when it opened on Monday, even though it opened up and it opened in our favor, that I ended up selling at 40 cents, so like an 8 cents loss. But still, I mean, if I didn't grab expiration day on Tuesday and grabbed maybe next Friday, so they would have probably been up in green. So just the way it is. I was just very annoyed that they were up so much, and by the time we got to open, that it was out of the money and just lost all its value. That was a shame to see, but whatever, it is what it is. Then I ended up having because of that, I grabbed SPY puts right at open. I grabbed the 393 puts right at the opening bell because of the sell-off, and it did drop a little bit right there. So they went from 60 cents to 82 cents right in this little dip right here. I got them right when it opened up, and boom, I got that. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but when you get 393 puts, when they're like 70 cents into at the money, that they're gonna move pretty quickly on the smallest drop. Then I ended up grabbing Bava calls at 9.45. Let's see, the 16th right here. Right here, I grabbed a 9.45. Gapped up, had this big. I don't like grabbing the first candle because that's where it ended up being a fake out. And as soon as it broke that candle right here, that's where I got in. Then it just got slammed, and then it popped back up. But I ended up getting out. I ended up stopping out, and I probably shouldn't have, but it did come back up. But I think that even if I did hold on to it, they didn't turn green right there. But where is Monday? Yeah, see, and then even if you held it, just a triple top right there, 1, 2, and then right there on Tuesday pre-market. So that was second loss of the day, starting the week out rough. 2 losses in 3 plays. So then I had SPY puts again. I played SPY a lot this week. That might have been one of the reasons why I didn't do so well, but on Mondays, I should say Tuesdays. I've been saying Mondays this whole time, but anyways, I think you guys understand. Tuesday, which is our Monday, um, I just options are expensive, so I like to play SPY on days like that, on expiration days. Plus the risk reward is there. So I grabbed 393 puts again at 60 cents, the same price I had them earlier. So I grabbed them at 10 o'clock, which is right here. Now, as you can see, we got it here, popped back up, and it came back down. And right when it came back down, I grabbed it again right there. And they went from 60 cents to $1.02. So they went, 40% right there. So that was a nice little push right there. Then I grabbed 393 puts again when it popped back up. And see, I grabbed them cheaper that time. I got them at 51 cents at 10.47, which is right here. Right in here. I grabbed it in this candle, so it's probably right in this area right here. I like to wait to make sure it's going to collapse at the bottom. And the thing you also have to understand is that one of the things I think I did make for a mistake this week is that I needed to make sure that the range played out. SPY has been playing out in a $2 range, $2 to $3 range every day. So if you wait for SPY to establish that range, and then you just play the range, you'll have much better success. But we're so used to Trump being in office and Trump's volatility, where SPY will do whatever it wants. It can have a 3-point day, it can have a 10-point day. But lately, SPY has been stuck in this little narrow ranges, and that's just something we're not used to for the last few years. So it's going to take some time to get used to and just trade that. So yeah, with the 10.47, we had the 393 puts at 51 cents. This time we got it cheaper because of the chop in here, even though we're at the money, 24 cents from going in the money. And they went from 51 cents to $1.79 in this collapse right there. So then I ended up grabbing 393 calls at 134, which is right here. Wait, 134 must be right here. Right in here somewhere. I got it right in here somewhere, and it pushed right there. So, I thought it was really gonna rocket up, but it didn't. So I got about 54 cents. It only went to like 60 cents. I got in and out, and you can see it rejecting VWAP in the white line, which is also the 37 EMA. So you gotta watch the moving average, especially when they're all clustered together right here. I mean, you can see right in here, you get the 37, the VWAP, the 200 right here, the 20, when they're all clustered in the same area like that, and that's when they has a hard time getting out. But when you have them like this, when they're not clustered together, they're kind of spread out, especially with the RCT trail line being right here. It has more room, but when they're clustered together, it has a harder time getting through this area. So I was aware of that, and I was very cautious and ready to jump out if something went wrong. Now on Tuesday was a rough day. For some reason I didn't post Tuesday stats. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to go in the room and see Tuesday, because Tuesday I know was a stupid day. Okay, let's look at Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday I had SPY puts at 937. Okay, let's back this out so you can see Tuesday. Okay, hold on, I gotta just look at something really quick. Okay, now, yeah, I just had to look. I couldn't get the timestamps to show up on some of the things, but I figured it out. So, yeah, I had 388 puts at 64 cents at 937, which is right here. 937 right here. I don't know. See, it dropped off heavy right here, and I remember telling, I think, in the room that not to grab puts. Everyone's gonna pile in and puts, and it's gonna pop. Now, for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking. I grabbed the 388 puts at 64 cents at in this candle right here. In this candle, I don't know why I did that, but that ended up being a loss. I should have had calls. I should have stuck to what I said in the room, but for some reason I had in my head it was going to drop more, and just I don't know. So, but then I did grab SPY puts again, and I grabbed them at 1102, which is right here on the higher low. I mean lower low, lower high. I just woke up, so I'm kind of like still a little out of it a little bit. But yeah, it came up, rejected 37 EMA. I thought about grabbing puts right there, but I just decided just to see what happens, and came back up, rejected the 20 EMA. Then I grabbed the those puts right there at 88 cents. Now those 88 cents I got out at $1.15. I'm not quite sure how high they went. That's probably close to where it was the high on that. So 88 cents to $1.15. Nothing spectacular on that. Then I ended up grabbing SPY puts again at 12.13. I got the 390 at 67 cents. 12.13. Oh yeah, right here when we rejected the VWAP. 20 EMA making I was thinking it was making a lower high, and we were going to come down and smash through the bottom, and it just ripped and took off. So that was another loss. So that was just unfortunate. So I had 2 losses on that day on Tuesday and a small win. Then I ended up playing an overnight 395 calls. I've been doing the overnights because 9 out of 10 times SPY is going to gap up overnight. And just ironically, the last few times I've been doing the gappers, that it hasn't been. It's been changing its little trend, or not trend, but what its pattern has been doing, what it's normally been doing. So of course, as soon as I start doing the gappers for fun, SPY changes its course. But yeah, as you can see, the 17. I'm just playing, you gotta think of SPY, just, it's at 293, it's at 295, it's at all-time high. I mean, SPY can just keep going ridiculously for no reason, keep gapping and squeezing, because we've seen it so many times on the hourly. We think that the 385 was the top over here on the 1 hour, and it just keeps gapping and squeezing, it just keeps going and going and going. Then it starts to drop, and it keeps going. That's just the way SPY's been. Until there's actually something that makes this market actually dump, that the market doesn't like, it's going to keep gapping up and squeezing until something happens. So, and stimulus is coming out, so that may give it more power to want to go up. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I did grab the Friday's 395 calls of 63 cents right here, and it dumped, gap down, so that did not work out. So that was another loser for the day. So Wednesday ended up having three losers and one winner. So Tuesday was a really rough day. I can't believe I didn't post it. So I probably was, knowing me, I think I went right after the market. I just took a nap and just got away from the computer because I was kind of very annoyed with the day. But it is what it is. Then on Thursday, I had 5 wins and 1 loss, so it was a little better of a day on Thursday. Now, the first trade I had was Tesla calls. Let's see. On Thursday, right there on the 18th. Now, I grabbed Tesla calls right at open at 9:37. So I grabbed them right here. I grabbed 830 calls at $1.73, then went to 257, rejected 200 EMA, and found resistance from pre-market. I mean, after hours on Wednesday. So, as you can see, that was a big level for Tesla. It just gets to this 794 area and just gets rejected. So that shows how important that area is when it triple tops on the daily, but the intraday on that day. So yeah, so they went from $1.73 to 247 on that. Then I ended up grabbing SPY puts again. Let's see. I grabbed, make sure I have the right day here. SPY puts at 96 cents, 386 puts at 10.05, which is right here. And you did the same thing. You had this opening candle, it just chopped. And that's something SPY has been doing. It likes to make a symmetrical triangle, make sometimes a bullish pattern, and just slam it on you. And you can see right here, it did its symmetrical triangle, then it dropped. It's doing a little bit of a symmetrical triangle right here, and it dropped. I saw that. I grabbed the 386 puts at 96 cents, and then went to $1.46 right there. And because Thursday was a non-expiration day, I had to go a little further out of the money. And so then I ended up grabbing 391 calls at 12.18, which is right here. Now, usually I'd grab right here when I see these wick candles right here and it gets to a view up. I'd normally grab something through there, but because of the week I've been having, I've been waiting for a higher low because I want to grab calls. So I waited for this little higher low to happen to form and got over this little area right there. So I grabbed the 391 calls and went from 93 cents to $1.08 right there. Then I ended up grabbing the 391 calls again with this little dip. Let's see, 12.18. Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Okay, hold on. I grabbed the 11.06. Okay, no, I didn't wait for that higher low. I got it right here. 11.06 right in here. I did go right through VWAP. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I got it right here. For some reason, I thought, because I was waiting for a higher low on something yesterday or something. But anyways, yeah, I did grab it through VWAP, it looks like, based on the timestamps, 11.06 right in here. I grabbed it to that push. So yeah, that's where the 93 cents turned into $1.08. I think I said $1.06. It's $1.08, but whatever. Then I did grab them again at 71 cents, the same 391 calls, and I grabbed them at, this is why it's important to look at your timestamps, 12.18. So that is this right here, 12.18. This is where I grabbed it, right in here. As after it made the higher low, this is where I ended up grabbing it again on this dip. So that second one went to some 71 cents to $1.60, so that was a nice 100% move right there if he held all the way through. Then I ended up holding Disney. Yeah, this was my only loser on Thursday. Now this one kind of annoyed the hell out of me. This big pop right here. They had news. Something about, they were going to boost their prices and they were going to add adult content onto Disney Plus. And last time Disney had news, it just, it popped and I didn't chase it and it just went bonkers. So when I saw the volume come in and I heard the news, I got it immediately. I chased it. I got the 190 calls at 73 cents. And I literally bought right up in here, right into the 185s. I mean, I literally bought almost clearly to the top, close to the top. And then it just got slammed down. So, and what happened was the last time I had news, it pretty much did the same thing. It popped big, it pulled back like 50% of the candle from the news, then it just ripped. So I held through the drop thinking, okay, it's just a little bit of a pullback, then it's just going to reverse and rip like it did last time, but it didn't. It just chopped and just got smashed, and that annoyed the hell out of me. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm done. And what time was that anyway? It's 2:19. Yeah, so you can see right here, 2:19. It's actually, I got it in this candle. Oh yeah, no, right here. It started 14. That's 120. So I got it right at the end of this close right here. So this candle started at 14:10, and this candle started at 14:20. So yeah, it was right in this area where I literally bought the top, right around 185, 75-ish. So yeah, that was a real pisser. So that was my only loss. I had a nice flawless day going, and I had to go and chase the news. And of course, that one time Disney doesn't rip on news, I got smashed on it. So yeah, whatever. Then I had on Friday was a somewhat decent day. I had a BA. We got the monster BA call. Now BA, I was actually looking at it on both ends. I was also looking at it, I said in pre-market, if it gets below 208, this area down here was going to get smashed. I mean, you look right here on the 1 hour, if it gets below this 208 area, it's, it could drop quite a bit down to, 20, 204, 202, even 200. So it had room to drop if it got below 208. Then, it started to do this little back and forth, and every time you think BA is weak or the market is weak, BA just does what it wants. And so I did grab BA calls at 954. Now I was looking at this, okay, I saw this at 954, which is in this candle right here. Okay, so I saw the indecision of the opening range, and it started to pop up and come back down, and it was above VWAP in the moving averages. And I was looking at the calls, the 212 calls. Now it's trading at 211, and 212 calls were 40 cents, and I was just like, they're really cheap for being only $1.50 at the money. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. 40 cents, $1.50 move on BA is nothing, and it could move into the money really fast. So I decided to grab it. I'm glad that I did. It did end up having a monster run. Those 212.50 calls went from 40 cents to $4.50. That's 1,000% plus move. That just ended up working out really well. Then I ended up grabbing Tesla. I had a couple bad calls yesterday. I had a lot of bad calls this week. I got to try to figure out, be more patient, and just let things develop a little more. But anyways, I had Tesla 770 puts at $1.38. I grabbed them at 10.19, which is right here to the dump. And if you held through the pop and got the whole dump through, they ended up going from let's see. Actually, no. I didn't account for that. Let me see. I'm looking. No. I only counted for this little drop right here. So the Tesla puts went from $1.38 to $2.49 in this little drop right there. It didn't take much to send them, but I don't know what they actually ended up overall. Then I had Facebook calls. Now Facebook has been getting hammered on lately. Actually, wait a minute. How did I end up? Okay, I'll have to look at that in a second. I ended up bookmarking something. I tried to catch the knife on Facebook. This one I got just a little bit of a bounce on it. I grabbed Facebook calls at 11:26, which is right here. I did catch this bounce. Got to 265 calls. I was thinking the same thing as BA. I mean, it's at 263.91. It's gone from 271 to 263 or 264. So that's a 7-point drop. It's going to have some kind of dead cat bounce. So I did grab the 265. And I'm thinking, okay, it's at 264, $1 move bounce on on Facebook is very easily done. I could send them into the money in Rocket, so got them at 75 cents. They went to 85 cents. Then it just collapsed beyond. I was not expecting. I was looking at this big red candle right here, saying, "Okay, we're gonna bounce," and it just kept dying. Then I was like, "Okay, it won't bounce," and it just kept. Facebook just kept dumping. So then I ended up grabbing. I'm gonna have to look on in the room because for some reason Discord blended my alerts to then they're all different times, and I'm gonna have to look at those. So I did grab BIDU. Now BIDU, I had a good call on BIDU. I timed it perfect. I grabbed the 312.50 puts at 81 cents. I got them right here, as you can see right here. Started topping out, have a descending wedge, making lower highs, pressuring this 314.88 area. So I grabbed the 312.50 puts at $1 now. The only thing I was worried about is it was so far out of the money that they were kind of expensive, but as long as it moved quite a bit or moved fast, it was gonna send it. So, and it did. They went from 81. Sorry. No, I didn't grab them at $1. I grabbed them at 81 cents. My eyes, I'm telling you, I'm reading things so wrong today. What was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at Tesla calls below. We'll get to that. Yeah, I grabbed the 312 puts at 81 cents, and they went from 81 cents to $2.18 right here. So, yeah, the Tesla call that ended up being a loser. But yeah, that BIDU went 100% plus, so that ended up having a nice little move. Then just ripped. I remember grabbing it right in here, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Now I grabbed BA puts at 12.39. Okay, I had to look in the room to get the actual 12.39 BA. 12.39 right here. Oh yeah, it was chopping right in this area. I'll have to bring it down to the 3 minutes. You can see what I was doing. I grabbed it a few times in this area. 12.39, I think I said, right? Yeah, 12.39 right in here. Grabbed it right here and it dumped. Now I played it a couple times. That time they went from 64 cents to 90 cents. And I know that Tesla is in the middle of that, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to stay right on BA. I'll go back to Tesla in a minute. Then I ended up grabbing them again at, let's see, at 12.54. Which is right here. I grabbed them again. This time they were cheaper. I got them at 58 cents. And they went from 58 cents to 80 cents in this little drop right here. Right there. And just kept popping up and dropping. And just kept grabbing it every time it popped up. Now I grabbed them again right there. Let me look at the timestamp on that to give you the actual time on that one. And this time I grabbed him at 108, and that is right here. I got him at 61 cents. So the first time I got him at 64, then 58, then 61. Just kept getting him every time it popped and selling the pop. And it was, as you can see, it was making lower highs. It was making like a descending triangle, pushing down, just like BIDU was doing. It was expecting a nice little push down to the in the money 215s to at least down to the VWAP or the RCT trend line, but I think the VWAP was my target because RCT trend line would not be there on the 3 minute on the 10 minute. So yeah, then it just popped. Let's see where the RCT trend line is on the 10 minute. I wasn't even, yeah, see, it was way up there. It wasn't even on there. See, it changes. The RCT trend line changes on the time frame. So as you can see, it was support right here and resistance here. But anyway, so that last BA buy was a loser. So then we'll go back to Tesla. Tesla did not work out. No, actually I have to go in the room and look at the timestamp on Tesla. Okay, I grabbed 7.95 calls at $1. That's the one that was $1. 12.45 and 12.45, which is right here. Right in here. I grabbed it right in here somewhere, and let me just double check the time. Yeah, 12:45. Right there. Right in here somewhere. I got it right in here. And it dropped down and just chopped, and it ate it. So I just never recovered. It kept getting close to recovering. Then every time it got really close, it got smashed. So that ended up being another loser of the day. Then I had SPX calls. No, I'll actually put SPX up so we can actually see. Now I grabbed them at 129, which is right here. Wait, yeah, right in here, 129, right there. They popped a little. They ended up going from 80 cents to $1, and it got smashed. That was a big red candle right there. And as you can see, all the moving averages are clustered together on the SPX. I mean, you get the 220 to 37 all right there. There's no VWAP on SPX. VWAP does not go on SPX. That's why I chart SPY, because on SPY, let's see where SPY was. Let's see what SPY was on that. See, that VWAP was just right above it. It was that big red candle. I don't remember what it was. And that was a nice little trap too, that big red candle. If I wasn't in calls, I probably would have grabbed puts right there, and that would have been a loss, because it would have gone below this area, making it look like it was going to dump me. You got all of these candles going up, and all of a sudden you get this big red candle, like news dropped or something happened. It's going to get smashed and go for a new lower day and be a big sell-off. Then it just recovers. I mean, I think that's what we've been dealing with a lot lately, is these stupid things like that, and then it recovering. So yeah. Then I ended up, the last trade of the week and the day on Friday was BIDU, and BIDU was the last loser. Now BIDU, just I timed it wrong. I was looking at it right here. I mean, I was also looking at it from the point of view, it's up 397 to 320. It's up 20 points from the day before. I mean, it's got to give some back. So I grabbed BIDU 322.50 puts at $1, and no, I didn't grab it. What time did I grab it? 237. I didn't grab it there. I grabbed it 237. Right in this candle right here. I grabbed it right in here somewhere. Okay. It was up 25 points. Actually, yeah, 25 points, 30 points. So yeah, I grabbed it in here apparently. I thought I grabbed it right there, but no, I grabbed it right in here somewhere, right before it made this monstrous move. And I just, obviously you can just look at the chart and say that went against me. I just I thought it was going to come back down, but I grabbed it right in here, $5 out of the money. It was actually, I think, 2 strikes out of the money, but it could have dropped and got in the money and sent them, but it just squeezed instead. So BIDU just had an insane run. BIDU will probably end up dropping on Monday, so I'll definitely be watching that on Monday for a potential drop. And so yeah, that shows you the week I had. It was not the greatest week. Lots of mistakes, did some dumb things, and it happens as part of trading. And you're not always going to win everyone. You're going to get faked out. You're going to get trapped. You're going to get things just aren't going to work out, and you're just going to be prepared for that, because that's just the way it is. That's how trading is. And so hopefully that you have learned from my mistakes. Now that some of the things I like about the weekly recap is that when I'm going over the weekly recap, I get to see what I did wrong and what I did right, and I actually learned from this too. So it makes me a better trader, hopefully, and makes me make better decisions, hopefully. And so yeah, I think your most valuable lessons are your losers and the mistakes you made, because without mistakes you will never learn. So with that said, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please like the video if you haven't already, and hopefully we'll see you in the room, and that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching.